behind me.
Oh, I doubt it. Maybe. I hope Proxys isn't running around going, "Ah!" with everything on fire. Wouldn't it make sense for the community to stop funding and give CIG some pressure? Ventox, can you describe how stopping giving them any form of money would get the outcome you desire?
Hey, that's my microphone, little buddy. Little purr machine.
than to kind of recreate what they've done here. So, in order to do that, I just came up with an op, right? It's a challenge. I haven't decided exactly how many boxes yet, but essentially the challenge is that you guys, you all start with me in one place. You'll leg it to go to, to places to get boxes and then come back. Weapons. Anyway, how would you select the people to take part? If you're part of our org, that's all you need. 1-0, welcome. And there are 50 people in the server, so I mean, there's a lot of people.
This is all new Nomad, a ship that couples a welcome dash of unconventional design with bare bones, no
Yes,
frills
welcome, Chrome.
performance.
Welcome.
Under the hood, I had the powers that be at Whitley's arrange some hands-on time with the ship ahead of its release, so I could go on a good old-fashioned excursion. From my very first glimpses of its hull, I've been bit hard by the travel bug. As we prepared for our trip, Jimmy got intimately acquainted with the Nomad
So this right here.
24 SCU capacity external cargo hold. Well done, Jimmy. Over there with the other ones. Out here, finally free of the shackles of civilization.
AI and you. I'm your host, Jared Huckabee. And if you've never seen Star Citizen Live before, it's where we take about an hour out of our day to... what? Oh, am I not supposed to... Hold on.
There's a back there, Chad.
It's where we take an hour out of our day at the end of the week
Aw.
and chat about a topic related to the development of Star Citizen. Today, we have members of our esteemed various AI teams on the show with us this week. So
See you in the verse.
right into it, and now that I've had my fun at their expense. Let's just go around the room, do what we always do, introduce ourselves, talk a little bit about what we do, who we are, and all that jazz. We will start we'll just go clockwise. We'll counterclockwise. So this way. William.
For 2950, the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is continuing its tour of Stanton, landing on the snowy slopes of Microtech. And while the weather outside may be frightful, the offerings at the Tobin Center are nothing short of delightful. Welcome to Whitley's Guide. Here in the Consolidated Outland Pavilion, they're gearing up to unveil Silas's all-new Nomad, a ship that couples a welcome dash of unconventional design with bare bones, no frills performance. Under the hood, I had the powers that be at Whitley's arrange some hands-on time with the ship ahead of its release, so I could go on a good old-fashioned excursion. From my very first glimpses of its hull, I've been bit hard by the travel bug. As we prepared for our trip, Jimmy got intimately acquainted with the Nomad's 24 SCU capacity external cargo hold. Well done, Jimmy. Over there with the other ones. Out here, finally free of the shackles of civilization, edible food, and air traffic laws, we were able to really flex the Nomad's muscles. Watch this, Jimmy! Let's test out these triple shields Silas was going on about, eh? Ooh, jump! Even triple shields are no match for reckless flying. Remember that, kids. How's it looking there, Jim? After sharing a few campfire stories, Jimmy and I decided to turn in under the stars. What was that? Jimmy? Jimmy? The onboard bed provides that extra level of security someone of my stature is used to. And convenient access to the laser repeaters made me rest extra easy. As our expedition came to a close, I couldn't help but feel that I'd tasted true freedom, which, coming from a person who gets pretty much everything he wants, is saying something. As I spooled up the quantum drive one last time, I knew I'd returned to civilization, a changed man, and that I'd never needed a shower so badly in my entire life. And here we are, Jimmy, safe and sound at IAE 2950. Now, it looks like they're getting ready for the official announcement, so take over, would you, Jimmy? I've got to get over to the VIP lounge before the open bar closes.
Back in 2944, we aimed to reshape the dream of spaceflight. Since then, much has changed.
shape. And then, we started with object containment streaming, and this is where I think we are starting to find more sync issue in a sense. So basically, for people who don't know, right, the chairs in Star Citizen are pretty much usable, what we call usable. So what usables are pretty much just the representation that the eye has of how to interact with the world. So like a chair is pretty much just an object where you can sit. And to achieve that, what you do is like there is one part that is on the eye code that basically says like, oh, there's something where I can sit. So how do I need to arrive to start to play the animation to enter into the chair, and then I play my idol on top of the chair. Then there is this coupling of these two objects, that is the character and the chair, right? And then what happens is there's the streaming code that can happen at different times, right? So when you are part of the chair right now, you're also part of the aggregate of the environment. So when the environment streams out, ideally what should happen is that the attached object should first stream out, that is like usually the character, then the environment streams out, then when we streams in, the environment streams in, and then the character streams in as well, and he knows that it should be attached to the share, and then the kind of request gets propagated to the different components of the character, and then the component decides to reattach it and put it in the right state. Right now we are like these components, we are fixing them, some of those, and we're fixing, of course, one at a time. When we find a bug, we fix it. So far, we found that there were some issues with the fact that initially the usable were detaching the character before streaming out. So at that point, it was like, yeah, we have lost information. You know, it's like, well, you restart, you don't know anymore. That was one. Then I think we had the sync on the events that were coming from the networking, and we fixed that. Then we fixed another bug that basically was always related to the order of synchronization. So basically what would happen was that some characters could just try to stream in longer time. And what happens is, in the meantime, some other character that streamed in earlier, it was not attached to a usable, might steal the usable from the character that should stream in, right? So in a sense, some of those bugs won't really be so important in the futures once we have the simulation and once we have all the server mesh, because it won't matter that the NAI is actually sitting there, right? The simulation will take care of saying, you know what, it should not be sitting there on the chair, or actually the chair should be reserved for this guy, and if the guy is removed, then it will just be cleared, right? Because the other issue that we had is like, if we reserve that spot, we can't guarantee that actually that character streams back in, because there are characters that might be dynamic, right? So maybe the chair then remains forever reserved and then actually never comes into play. So we actually already added like some code that basically handles that, and now we basically found another bug that is actually under investigation, and we are trying to solve it. Basically, that is like sometimes happens that the character streams before the object in which is attached to. So we are running, we are basically handling this code a bit better, and we are trying to handle the fact that some of this order might be slightly different. If right now where should not have really happened that one, but it will also like keep the state. And the problem is this ownership within this code, right? What we want to have, as well as achieving as a developers, is to try to have code that is owning that state, right? So that you can tell it's like, okay, I should be sitting there now. If the chair is not coming, I know it's gonna come, so it doesn't matter if it comes in this frame, next frame, or in 10 frames or 1 second, but I know that this is my state and I should not run other logic to do other things and complete the sync. This is basically where we are at. And of course, it's quite fun to see that it's always the guy standing on the chair, right? It looks like, it's like, is that hard to fix that? And it's like, yeah, no, but it's just like a lot of things happening at the same time that give the same visual glitch.
Yeah, it's actually an example of something that happens quite often through a lot of systems in the PU, where the same outward symptom can be caused by a number of underlying causes, and it can often look like no progress is being made in resolving the issue, but it's like, no, actually there's a crazy game of whack-a-mole going on underneath that you don't see. And I see the change logs, I see the reports, say, yes, resolved, and it's like it still happens. It's like
and the thing is, the good thing is the progress is still happening. So what I mean is like these systems are getting much more stable. It's just that as a player, of course, sometimes you might perceive there is no change, but actually there have been a lot of changes.
And it's one of those things with the amount, how often you spend a lot of time working on something that happens. Like it used to happen an awful lot, and now we're spending more and more time on just the very small occasions that it happens. But because they're so visible and so recognizable, it's always over time those things.
But
just
that is generally a good thing. That is the fact that it's so visible and noticeable. It makes us find it easier, because otherwise, if it was a hidden thing that only happened in a corner, you only notice it once in a blue moon, then you would run with a big system that might cause way more problems later.
Yeah. No, and I think also this is why we are not putting any kind of patch yet, right? Because this is, I think, the good thing for us is that this helps us stabilizing the underlying system. like some of those bugs are not even necessarily AI per se related, right? It's just that we are the kind of bottom of the chain. So if something goes wrong in the on the way, then yeah, the AI looks bad.
So the short answer of that very long answer is blame the chairs.
Of course, always blame. And
All right.
actually, again, blame the NPC always.
All right. So now that we've had our fun, let's get into some more of the questions that folks have been submitting here. How would you consider the current state of ground-based AI FPS combat, and what is needed to make it a more challenging or rewarding experience to players?
Ben, do you want to start?
Yeah, I mean, the state right now, we're seeing a lot of difference technically when you're looking at the state of it when you play it in single player versus when you play it multiplayer. We're definitely seeing a lot of issues that come from desyncs and from sometimes server performance or stability. But besides that, there's a lot of things that we still have on our plans from a design/behavior perspective that we want to do with the AI. The AI right now are fairly simplistic. They run a few behaviors that they run in an okay way. They either push if they have a shotgun, or they stay in their area and fight you from that area. We are now working on them and kind of going and replenishing ammo, surrendering if they run out of ammo completely and they can't find a place to replenish their ammo, stuff like that. So we're adding this stuff, but there's so many other things that we need to look into. We need to look into how we flank, how we try to intercept and kind of head off the player, how we're gonna throw grenades to make sure the player doesn't hunker down in a single area and tries to snipe everyone from there, how they're going to react to grenades getting thrown their way. There's like so many things left to do here. We're just beginning, let's put it this way, from a design perspective.
How does the work on the new the planetary nav mesh play into any of this?
I think definitely like that one is gonna be like a critical part to have, like, encounter on the surfaces, right? So I think right now I started some work on verifying, like, how much we can generate, and the navigation mesh can, right now basically can generate on the planetary surface. We can properly handle, like, the basically the planet mesh on that side. Basically, what is the plan? The plan is to use the navigation mesh, basically the features that we have, but expand it in a way which can work more efficiently on the planet, right? So planets are, in essence, created by those patches, right, that lives around the players. And basically, we would probably use an approach very similar for nav mesh. So there would be like this kind of dynamic nav mesh, what I call a virtual nav mesh, that is going to be applied to planets. And basically, the patch of this nav mesh will only exist where we want to have AI. So it's going to be much more efficient than having, like, the full generation everywhere. And then, of course, like, basically the AI will function in essence in the same way as it will work somewhere else. The critical bit is how we connect those nav mesh, and this is part of the work we already started, I think, last year. There was basically the ability of connecting multiple nav meshes. So we have what we call navigation links. Navigation links are basically a way to define some object that can connect kind of areas, right? So if you imagine the UGF on some planets, right? Those will have like some parts that have the entrance of the ground base, and that one might just have a navigation links to the planetary navigation. And those one can also link multiple zones, multiple physics grid, and allow basically the AI to automatically transition. I think we, in the last year demo, when there were NPCs entering a spaceship and flying off, that was basically the first iteration that we worked on for that. And you could tell basically the spaceships land, opens the door dynamically links to the navigation area that
Congrats, you made it.
careful. Doors are now closing. Nearing next stop. Station moment. Remember to be mindful of your fellow travelers by considering how your actions may affect others. Together,
This is a friendly reminder that the Tobin Expo Center is a STEM-free environment. Please refrain during your visit and have an amazing day.
What do you think you're doing, Jenna? But time for bong rips. Bong rips and spaceships. You gonna come check this out, Jennifer?
Why not take it for a test flight? Many of the vehicles on display at this year's IAE are conveniently available to rent.
No advertising. It's weird. Missing that. Oh, there it is. No, it's this thing. My cell phone. Oh, fuck, this is a room. Oh, sweet, it's the rock video.
But the first chair she tried was
Holy shit,
much
that's
too small.
ridiculous definition for a video game
So she
video.
tried the second chair. It was much too big.
They made this place small, apparently.
Tobin Expo Center would like to remind everyone that the first step to fun is safety.
They added a coffee drink. They added coffee. Immune boosting, cognitive boosting. And fresh fruit. Fucking
Attention visitors to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. Please take care of viewing the vehicles on display. And remember, they're here for everyone's enjoyment.
These are the guns that I think are
Always
usually
ready
on
to
my
take
ship.
risks. Consolidated Outlands invites you to explore their brand new ship, the Nomad.
And then they get bigger.
Premiered exclusively here at IAE.
And those are still only like size 6 out of like size 10. Hey, it's my guns. It's all 5 are closed. These things are just the cutest motherfuckers. Cute storage machine. Transports. There's lower halls. He has spent thousands of dollars on this game.
Find it in favor? Why not take a more test flight?
You're looking pretty sharp, dude. I appreciate it.
This year's IAE are conveniently available to rent.
Because the monocle that he's wearing is a monocle. You can only buy the monocle for like $40 or $50 after you've spent thousands of dollars on this game. It's a concierge level purchase. because if you spend thousands of dollars, you better get something for it, so they gave you a monocle. Because who doesn't want a monocle? Look at you cute little gray cats. And then you arrive.
Takes hard work. That's why Argo, Astronautics, and Greycat Industries are proud to have their latest efforts on full display here at the Expo.
Fuck ton. I don't care about that anymore.
Tell us, you guys.
So this I'm excited for. It's a tugboat. It's literally all it does is tugboat things. Spaceship.
Tobin Expo Center would like to remind everyone that the first step to fun is safety. Walk,
Put this
don't
ship
run
next
on the
door. It's a
floor
really
falls.
cool one in my opinion. When it comes, it's currently getting sold with something I've never seen before. First off, I'm going to sort by price and then scroll all the way to the bottom.
Attention visitors to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. Please take care of viewing the vehicles on display. Remember, they're here for everyone's enjoyment.
UE Land Claim License Estate Parcel.
Yeah, but what is that?
I have no idea. What's it sound like? Sounds like you can claim a plot of land. Outpost construction material. Planetary beacon.
This is a friendly reminder that the Tobin
You
Expo
can build
Center is
yourself a
STEM-free
base
environment.
on your own plot of land.
And have an amazing day.
So eventually, you'll be able to use this monster of a ship. Keeping in mind, like, that's the bridge up there. To build yourself an actual, like, house. Wherever you want, on a moon, as long as you pay taxes.
Always ready to take risks, Consolidated Outlands invites you to explore their brand new ship, the Nomad, premiering exclusively here at IAE.
New homes on the frontier. Excited about that.
Make sure that your perfect day stays that way. Making vehicles ready to work hard takes hard work.
like this shit.
Always ready to take risks. Consolidated Outlets invites you to explore
See you soon.
Right now, it's free on the Epic Store.
Howdy, Chef.
Hey, Chef.
Good morning.
Is that just the base game? Because isn't there a bunch of like?
No, it's everything right now.
I hear this. Good morning, Chef. Get your cup of
Yeah, I
coffee.
got some crap in my throat right there. That was great timing. No, I'm gonna have another bong rip. Fuck that. Let's make my voice even worse.
This guy knows what's up, man.
Well, after staring at status page for like 45 minutes, yeah, I'm pretty bored.
So the store page is back up.
Oh, I've already been on game. It's just the fucking Nomad is still unrentable, which pisses me off.
Give it time. It'll probably be rentable by the end of the day today or something.
I bet they won't. I bet they won't do it. I bet they won't do it at all.
I went ahead and bought one because I figured I could use it as an LTI token if I don't like it.
Yeah.
That is the exact reason why it won't go for a free rental.
I've got
buy a
statement right
plushie,
there.
a Pico plushie.
They've
Oh,
already
hell no.
commented on the fact that it's
I
not
did.
rentable, that it's supposed to be rentable, so...
Well, I bought a bunch of arrows last year during the anniversary sale for LTI tokens. In addition to all the other shit I got.
I bought a bunch of the motorcycles.
Yep. I got a couple of G12 Rovers for that.
Oh, I bought like 4 of the 3 packs that had LTI.
Yep. Yeah.
Y'all suck with your, like, actual income.
Whoa now. Calm down.
Hey, old man retirement, don't give me no shit because I've been doing
Leave
this all
us
my life.
boomers alone.
Hey, don't feel bad. I can't buy anything right now because my debit card and bank account was compromised last night.
Oh no!
No, man,
That
sorry.
sounds horrible.
Yeah, I figured out which 2 places it was because I only used my debit card at 2 gas stations, and now I know never to go there the fuck again.
I never use my debit card for gas. I have it's partly because I'm an independent contractor and a truck driver. I have a dedicated fuel card. All it does is buy fuel.
Yeah, I've had my fuel cards compromised before. And I'm sitting there and I'm doing my little thing, and all of a sudden the bank comes back to me and goes, did you buy fuel in Florida? And I said, no.
Right.
So there was this truck stop in Florida that all of a sudden, $600 went down the tube for fuel. And then next thing I know, another one comes through from outside of Las Vegas, and it's like, oh hell no, oh no, we're stopping this right here. So I called the 2 truck stops and I said, you guys just lost your money. Here's the time, here's the date, here is the pump number they pumped it from, because I got all that information.
Yeah.
And I says, so if you've got your cameras, I hope they're working, because you need to find this guy. And by golly, it was 2 truck drivers, and both of them got nailed.
Good.
They got their license plate numbers, and the thing is, in this country now, if you get caught stealing fuel, you will lose your license.
Yep.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, see, the only reason with me not using a credit card for my gas, all my credit cards now are $7,000 limits, and I don't feel like losing $7,000 because I only keep $2,000 in my bank account at any time.
So, most credit cards have as long as you report the fraud pretty promptly, you're not liable for any of it.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
But
even check cards, or shall we say debit cards, whatever you want to call them.
Yep, I did that. Somebody spent $2 at some random place and then $20 at a parking garage somewhere in Vegas.
They do that to test to see if it's working, and then the next charges is when they nail you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, my aunt had my aunt's really rich and had $102,000 taken out of her bank.
So it looks like IEEE or IAEA insurance is now 120 months. So that's a lot of insurance.
Does the Titan Renegade have that?
Hang on.
That's 10 years, right?
Because I'll sell it again and buy it for another, like,
yeah, that's
you know.
that's
Yeah,
I
that's
think
10 years.
Yep, it is.
Yep.
Okay, I'm
Holy
still
shit.
stuck in the loading screen. Anybody else get in?
Yeah,
I can't
I
get
all
in
let
right
Ford
now.
out.
Yeah, I'm stuck in loading as well.
The server's crashed again.
That's my
I'm still on that other server doing missions.
I should have stayed with you. I got out to do a party launch with them, then I got stuck.
It was Droll's fault. It was his idea.
Yep, it was.
It's
It
all
was
good.
totally.
No
So
worries.
the Avenger Titan is only showing 6 months of insurance.
Nope. Don't want to do that.
Nope. Now what you could
Holy
do.
shit.
Now what you could do is get a what is it here? A Mustang Beta IAE 2950, and then CCU it up to an Avenger. Or an Argo MPUV. It's not LTI, but it's pretty.
Well,
damn
you know, the thing is I wouldn't even worry about insurance on a ship like the Avenger Titan because it's cheap enough in game. You'll be able to recover quickly.
Right.
So
I mean,
you
mine
know,
has 72-month insurance on it. It should be fine.
Yeah. I think you'll be fine.
with 6 months insurance on a Titan, that gives you plenty of time to build up, to buy other ships and stuff, to turn around. So if you lose your Titan, you can buy it back.
You don't got to worry about that. I got a Banu. I've got Star Runners. I've got plenty.
Oh, same here.
It's just like my first, you know, like I bought it and then I went to move to a Freelancer Max afterward. But
Yeah, I've got a Titan game package with LTI that I might transfer over to a second character.
Oh, I have
Hey,
to
what's
remake character.
what's REC?
Oh, Rec. Rec is it's basically rental money or play money for Arena Commander, so you can rent like weapons and components and stuff.
Hey, it came in and getting coffee.
For Arena Commander and equip them on your Arena Commander ship and test them out.
Okay, I see. Yeah, because like I see the store credit, I see the starting UEC, but then I was like, Rec, I had 0, and I was like, what the heck is that?
Is anyone else having to remake their character?
Oh, I just made it in.
Nice.
there was an update last night that cleared all that
Yeah,
info.
I played this morning. Like when you
Maybe
threw
they
me the
restate
invite,
your
I just
stuff.
logged off. I was exploring the expo hall.
Alright, I'm launching now.
I'm doing a first load. Are we gonna do a party launch or?
I'm showing
Yeah.
Captain Hank online now.
Yeah, we'll try for a party launch.
Okay, I'm just logging in for my first time to set my spawn and new babs.
Mhm.
And then I'm scared because it means I have to log out, and we'll see if that works.
Okay, do you want to have Planet Express crew run the party, or?
Let's do that, because it won't go
Oh,
in and
cool.
out of the game.
Alright. Yeah, I'm in, so throw me
Give me
an
a second. I'm launching right now.
Invite out.
Is there a different place where my CCU would be besides in my hangar?
No, it should be in your hangar. If you have a CCU, it should be there.
I'm about to scream at CIG right now because my my CCU to a C2 is missing
Ruh-roh.
from an Aquila, so that wasn't cheap to buy.
Bleat, did you want to invite?
That definitely
Yes, please.
deserves a concierge ticket. if
Oh, yeah.
That shit's missing.
Oh, there it is. Woo! Scary.
God, I got some freaky animal.
Oh, I gave myself a heart attack for no reason.
Anybody
Is
else
that,
need
that
an
what you
invite?
tell yourself in the bathroom?
Captain Hank, Popcorn,
Send me a invite to Lizo.
Taniguchi.
If I could ever get the main
I
menu
guess
here.
Chef needs a new invite, please.
Now I'm sitting here, and of course my macaw starts talking, And
Right.
since I've been ignoring him, he starts squawking. Then the cat looks over at me like, would you go shut him up?
Yeah.
So, oh, yay, I'm in the main menu. So basically I'm sitting there, and so I go out there. Now, he likes a misting. I give him misting all the time. He loves it. But if you put the squirt bottle down to a tight stream and you shoot him in the face, he gets pissed. So every time he starts squawking like crazy, I'll pop him in the face with it. He'll squawk and he'll go, ow!
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll look at me, but he'll stay quiet for the next couple hours. He's just like a 3-year-old kid.
I made it to menu flawlessly.
Yay!
Yay, we're here!
Jet Reaper, did you get that invite?
I did. Thanks, sir.
But I usually take him out on the back deck with me, and he'll lay on his back in my lap and stuff like that.
Is Xander, are you jumping in?
Do what?
Are you jumping into Star Citizen?
No, I was in earlier. I've got a couple of things I'm working on here at the house, so
Okay.
Jet, I
Just-
sent you a friend request.
just listen to the chat.
Send it again. I might have just deleted it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Wyconico. I just got the invite and I'm logging on to do stuff with a friend. Just letting you know. So
Yep.
I'm rejecting the invite. I'm rejecting you all. Fuck you guys.
Well,
Jet,
fine.
I'm
Fuck
in
you
the
too.
party.
Manhammer incoming.
I'll see you guys later.
All right,
Roll a
later,
persuasion
Wyconico.
check.
See ya.
Hasta lobotomy.
Roll a d20 and add your proficiency.
Is anybody else coming out
18.
for the launch?
Wow, what's your proficiency?
I have to go look.
-4.
I've got a D20 sitting right here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're ready then.
I have a dedicated shrine to my dice behind me. Joel can attest to it. He's seen the pictures.
Uh-huh. You should post it here.
All right, anybody not ready?
I have a 5-pound bag full of assorted dice from D20 all the way down.
Nice.
All right,
I
gonna
have
launch.
that. I call it my player dice
Yep,
because
go
I
ahead,
won't
launch.
use them ever.
What are y'all
Launch
talking about? What are y'all talking about right now?
I've even got a
Dice.
2D.
Nice. I'm a big fan of 2D dice.
Oh, the.
Are these like
Oh.
playing
That's
dice?
CPU,
I'm so
is that?
confused right now.
Yeah, for like D&D.
Yeah.
Oh, for D&D. Okay.
Yeah,
now I know what you're
tabletop.
talking
Well,
about.
tabletop gaming in general.
Yeah.
But D&D. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just an example.
It's just a type of dice.
Oh, the
Oh.
D20 means it says like 20 sides.
That's
what I'm saying.
So a 2D would
okay.
be just a
Basically
Coin.
a flip of a coin.
Yeah, but it's not a coin, which is nice and cool.
Okay, and then a regular die that I'm thinking of has what, 6 sides?
Six.
Six
yeah.
sides.
Yeah.
6. Yeah, that's the dice most people think of, but I've seen dice. I've seen dice with 100 sides on them, which roll
Mhm.
fucking forever.
Yep.
You roll
It's
them.
a circle
I've-
at this point.
I've got 2-sided, 3-sided, 4-sided, and so forth. All the way up to 20.
I throw dice out that have failed me under 10. If they roll under 10 5 times in a month, I never play with them again.
Yep.
It goes in my player dice because I tend to be a DM. So like that's the dice that I give players that forget. So anything that naturally rolls low, I give them the shitty dice.
Hey, hun.
It also happens to be the dice I'm currently rolling anytime I need to think about anything Gallius does, because Galahad, his player, constantly mocks the dice gods, so I rolled the shittiest dice I have.
Made it in.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
in.
so did Aaliyah.
Which is fun. I'm still loading.
yeah. I'm still.
Yeah, give it a moment. I'm getting some hiccups on the server. Nothing too outrageous.
I'm just going to load my Defender and head over there.
Are they really going to blow up Porto?
Dave talked about it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
They
Why?
even had like a cinematic about it.
It makes me upset just thinking about that.
Did you just launch, Sly?
Hey, Popcorn, come on.
Howdy.
They're gonna replace it though.
No,
Yeah.
they shouldn't blow it up. It should become a museum piece.
Yes, we launched.
Send me a party invite. I'll try.
Basically, Port Olisar there will still be a Port Olisar, but it'll be the new style station that's like over every other planet, and it'll be over Crusader.
Right.
That's unfortunate.
Who needed?
Why would they
invite?
change it?
Hunter.
It's perfect just the way it is. It's a museum piece.
Invite out.
I gotta take this call, guys.
Thanks, Lai.
They didn't even put a
Who
delta, they
knows
put two
what-
alphas.
Who knows what little Chris wants to do? He throws his little tantrums and shit happens.
Doors are now closing.
I love the fact that the meme that's been going around where he wrote "scam" on a whiteboard. And now it's just like anytime somebody talks about Star Citizen, they just show that meme of him up.
That's great.
Scam Citizen.
Is there
What
anything...
is going on with my... Like, I just re-downloaded the game and I just crashed out again.
I had a couple of those too. I did.
It's been happening every single time.
And I'm like on a half and half ratio on if I get past the loading screen or not as well.
This event happens every year, and somehow they manage to fuck it up every year.
Well, no, I mean
Every
even
year.
just on org nights. Sometimes I have to task manager out and then try to rejoin.
Well, CJ's not in the chat, so when I talk to CIG, I won't blame him. You're gonna let him live that down.
It's like they couldn't even put the actual Mustang Delta here. They got two Mustang Alphas.
And Chief, you got a hell of a trench coat there, man.
I know, right? I love this thing.
Looks good.
It's like
What is
$5
it, the
grand
Duster?
as well. Yeah. It's like the most expensive jacket I can find in the game.
Is there anything going on sale that's worth melting some chips for?
Nope.
Cool. I'll keep what I got then.
The Perseus.
Perseus.
That's what I'm trying to get.
They did a pretty good job with that.
The Perky Sass.
I think the biggest thing I would melt is a Carrack.
Oh, I'll never melt my Carrack.
Yeah, I won't either.
Same.
I think it's gonna be close to a Hammerhead. Because I feel like it's gonna compete with the Hammerhead and the Polaris somewhere in there.
It's going to be between the Hammerhead and Polaris in size, and it's going to be designed for taking out Polarises basically.
Fucking military
And you were
ships.
saying size 7s. They said it's gonna be probably more of like towards between a size 9 and a size 8.
That's on the broadside guns, I think.
Oh.
I don't think it's going to be so much what ship you got as to how many ships you got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, who brought the biggest gun, who brought the most guns.
I forgot to put my helmet on.
It's so fascinating to me to listen in the main Star Citizen channel of people who are like, this gun or this game and this fighter and all of that, and I'm like, I hope I never see a fighter once in my game that isn't on my side. I don't like. It's so interesting. This game has so many different avenues of gameplay.
Well, like I said, this is the game of all games. You got your first-person shooter, you got your RPG, you've got your atmospheric, flight simulator, and then you've got your space game. So you got it all.
That's why it's taken so long.
Because you're going to have planets with animals that you're going to have to hunt and kill and things like that. You're going to have, on-foot war games. You're going to have aircraft flying in and out. You're going to have all kinds. Basically, it's like taking Call of Duty, Battlefield,
their servers did just take a massive
Elite Dangerous,
dump,
and all the
so-
rest of them, and bundle them all up in one
You're not the
package.
first person I've heard who is missing things,
Including
in their
games
store.
like EverQuest and all that
Hold on a
stuff,
sec,
because
real quick.
it's going to be like that.
Yo, out of curiosity, guys, my buddy was just checking his store and he's missing his full-on game pack.
That's never good.
The one he had already bought some time ago.
Yeah, like he hasn't been on for about 2 patches or so, and I was just telling him that I'm upgrading his Titan form to a Nomad now that the CCU is available, and he just logged on and...
What, is there a reason he wants that upgrade?
Well, not at the moment apparently, regardless, but that's besides the point at this rate.
It's true. I just crashed again.
Well, the problem is on the back end. A lot of the stuff it's going to take some time for the package to show up.
Back end shit is.
Can he log into the game itself, or does it say he does not have a game pack?
Well, he doesn't have anything right now. There's not even purchase history. Are you
But
on your new account or your old account?
Does he have the wrong account? That's the question. Did he make more than one account then? Would be my question.
Can he launch the launcher and get in the game?
Well, remember
the big key
you
right
had your original account.
If he could launch the launcher and get in the game, then his ship will probably show up.
Whatchamacallit, the recruit a friend bonus or whatever, so you made a
I'm just curious why you think this Nomad's going to be a better ship.
The big problem is right now the website is screwed, so don't believe anything the website says. If he could launch the launcher and he could log into it and he can get in the game, his package is there.
Cool, thanks guys.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, right now, like they've had such issues today with everything.
Yeah.
The only reason I went, I think I would get the Nomad over Avenger is purely for the ability to make a lot of money with a rock.
But that means you're now buying a rock as well.
Yeah.
You can buy that in game though.
Yeah, you can buy it in game pretty easily.
Can you not fit a rock in the package?
Did you text it
No.
to me,
No.
or did you...
No, the
send
rock
it in
is
Discord?
about as big as a tumbrel.
I thought you could fit a tumbrel.
No. No,
I
you
can
can't
fit a
fit it.
I can fit a tumbrel in a hallway. I'm pretty sure I could fit it in a Titan.
Nope, it won't fit in a Titan. It won't fit in a Freelancer. You need a Max.
I see Droll on the subway.
Well, my mistake. You can get it in there, but getting it out is another story.
Yeah, and I think when they improve the physics, everything's just gonna start to blow up if you start glitching shit through stuff.
Float.
You can't fit them in a Freelancer?
No.
Nah, it's too narrow.
You need a Freelancer Max to be able to fit them in there, and then you can fit 2.
Yeah, it's
Also,
really
the
wide
rock-
for some reason.
Right,
Rock's
the rock.
wide.
The rock is also longer than a tumbrel, but it's the same width as a tumbrel.
Okay.
Wait a minute, hang on, say that again. We're talking about the tumbrel. What is that? Is that the Cyclone?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Google
Okay,
Mail,
so
not
if
Google... I don't know how to pronounce
if the rock could fit in this, can a Cyclone fit in the Nomad then?
Yes.
that. Just making sure, because typo.
Really? I thought the Cyclones were longer than the rock.
Cyclones
No.
aren't that big.
The rock has that mining arm, which makes it longer than the Cyclone.
But that retracts though, right?
Retracted, it's longer than the Cyclone.
Oh, really? Okay, man.
I'll be back.
That's cool then. So the Nomad can carry tumbrels and
better updates
rocks.
on this right.
Correct, but the problem with the tumbrel is you don't get out of the front of it, you get out of the side, so you may not be able to carry it without getting out.
Oh.
Well,
Okay,
we'll have to test
CIG.
it all out.
Have they not opened the X yet?
Now they're just trolling me. That's the. I just crashed again.
Not your day,
Made it
man.
down a new battery.
Not your day.
I will talk to you.
See, my understanding is the rock, when you load it onto that thing, it's going to have to get backed on. Otherwise, you won't be able to get out.
Yeah, I need to look at the pictures again of people loading it to see how much space is on either side.
Well, I
Not
picked it up,
much.
so I can check and see.
Yeah, if you want to do that, I have the Nomad. I just don't have a rock. I need to buy one. I
Yeah.
just haven't bought one yet.
I've got
I mean,
both.
it's not a bad. I guess if you want to go mining, the Nomad's not a bad ship.
Yeah, I mean, because the next closest thing would be a prospector, but then you're only limited to mining. You know what I'm saying? At least with this guy, you have 3 size 3 mounts for weapons, and you got 24 SCU of cargo if you wanted to do some cargo running.
I will continue to hold my breath until I actually see it go upside down.
Well, we're fixing to test that out as soon as I come in for landing.
For that.
Drac, you're landing?
Yeah, I've got a Nomad too, so I'll go ahead and pull mine, then I'll pull my Tumbril.
Okay, I'll meet you at the. I want to see this, so I'm gonna meet you at the New Babbage spaceport thingy.
I wonder if I'm gonna fall through the world. I was on the train when I disconnected, and I just reconnected back in. Should be interesting.
Yeah, chances are good.
That I'm gonna fall through the world? Yeah.
Yeah. The train left you behind. Unless you're
But
still
it'll
on
be
the train
interesting
going around
to
in
see
circles.
if I see a javelin. Because it is possible that there's a javelin hiding under the city, like there was one point long ago. Remember that, Drill? What was that, like 2-3 years ago when they put the javelin in the game?
Careful, doors are now closing.
I know they put it in at some point, right, for the convention?
Not the javelin, the Idris, or the Idris.
Oh, the Idris. That's right. There was an Idris under the ground.
And they still haven't fixed the land spaceports. You can't refuel.
I
We
still
were
got the same
refueling
gas from
yesterday.
last night.
Last night. We were refueling last night at that place we went to on Microtech.
Oh, you guys
Yeah,
all did get fuel.
I'm not talking
But the
about that. I'm
city's
talking
not
about the spaceports.
Oh, Lorville.
Lorville, New Babbage, and ArcCorp.
Area 18 isn't working either?
Nope.
I haven't been there this patch at all, so.
Can't refuel, can't repair, it's all red.
Resummon trick doesn't even work because we're just not getting
Nope.
sign pads at all.
Nope.
Or land registry or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, the base building aspect of this game is going to be interesting if you could build like turrets and stuff and have a whole outpost.
Game store, they want you to claim it.
I mean, I have 5 outposts. I just haven't put them on the land yet. Like they aren't in the game yet, but it looks like you should be able to.
Yeah.
I mean, it was my gamble. That is why I have so much UEC, is because I gambled with Voyager Direct. I bought a shit ton of weapons thinking I could put them on turrets.
That's where all my money came from.
Yep. I'm at, what is it, like 36 million or some shit now? Yeah, 36,256,000.
Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 size 2 missiles. It's got the expedition drive on it.
For what?
For the Nomad.
I put an Atlas on mine.
And it's got 3 size 3s and they're gimbal to size 2 repeaters. Not bad.
Yeah, they should tell people about the switchback of the IAE from the spaceport. Everybody keeps getting off.
Ready to upgrade? Located in the plaza.
Okay, something's going on, because now my game won't restart again. I wonder if I kill the launcher and the home. Just
Okay.
Everything.
I'll pull the Nomad, I'll take it down, and I'll load. I'll probably land it over there at Commons. Get away from the spaceport.
I'm running over there. I'm right behind you, Drek.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna hop in there with you. I flew it around earlier. It's not bad. It's very quick off the line, but like it doesn't go very fast. What
I forget what hangar I was in. Oh, first guess was right.
Which hangar?
6. Oh, that is so sweet.
Was that a sarcastic suite or?
Oh, it's so cute. Where where the flatbed lowers down, the little ramp comes out. Like it's a fucking Tonka toy.
So where in the world is this expo hall at underground? Do anybody know?
You just take the train.
Just
no, I mean its
follow
physical
the arrows.
location. Is anybody up in
yeah,
a spaceship that can see my marker?
There's a surface location. It's over by the spaceport.
It's by the Commons.
If I am directly below Drool. Where are you at, Drool?
Yeah, I've been on the phone for a while.
Oh. Chef, I'm below you by 30 kilometers.
They need to come
if
out.
you come towards me, I'll take you there.
No, I'm there. I just want y'all to see where it's physically located on the ground. In other words, is it like 15, 20 kilometers away from the spaceport, or?
It is 14 kilometers from the spaceport.
You should be able to come in now.
There's Jet Reaper.
Yeah, it's cool shit, man. It's pretty interesting. I kind of like it.
I was unable to click on the Nomad and rent it.
Yeah, you can't rent it currently.
Hey, honey.
Oh, now ain't that sweet little... It reminds me of my Mantis.
Landing gear down. I want one of these portable floor lights.
Those are the things I want.
Oh my god, they got like a 5-ton hydraulic cylinders on each one of them.
What?
I like the dashboard.
From where to where?
I just don't like the center for is what they call it.
Okay, I can't watch this video. Thumbs down.
Go see what's downstairs.
Which
this
video
guy's,
is that?
Some video. I typed in Nomad and it was the first one that came up, and he was saying like how it could easily stand up to a Gladius, and I was like, "You're funny."
Well, yeah, but maybe for like what, 3 seconds?
I mean, it'll stand up until it explodes. It'll look at you. There's no way. Like anybody who gets capable.
What's the Gladius comes with the Gimbal 3 or Gimbal? What does it come with?
I mean,
I like how they have these set up in the landscape.
Gladius comes with 2 size 3s, fixed size 3, and then missiles.
How many shields does it come with?
2, 4, something.
Gladius is 2.
2.
Yeah, this ship has 3 shields, so that might be what they're thinking of. But I don't know, the Gladius is gonna be way more maneuverable. This thing.
The Gladius is just gonna hit it really hard in a spot where they're like.
Holy shit! Okay, I'm flying from the spaceport over to the Commons, and I'm already down to 94% hydrogen fuel. 93.
Yes.
Yeah, it's. Welcome to a pickup truck.
Tried driving?
Yeah.
Flying it yet?
Hey, Jet, they have the Pioneer over here.
again, it's one of those reasons why, like, I would hold off on upgrading any Titans to this thing until you verify stuff like how fast does the fuel go down? Will the cargo hold coming through Quantum?
It took 10% of my hydrogen fuel just to fly from the spaceport to the Commons, which is 7 kilometers?
Mm-hmm.
It's broken. Yeah, that fuel's broken. I went up to what's the little spaceport above here?
I don't know that that's
Everest Harbor.
Tressler. Yeah, and it I was down to like 75, I think.
But like that's like that sounds like the same kind of fuel tank size as like a P-52.
Yeah, but I mean, this is an
Maybe it
$80.
does.
This
But
is
I
an
mean,
$80
maybe it
ship,
does.
man.
No, fuel is
it's a
broken on
pickup
the fuel is broken on the Mercury Star Runner too. It's just something they're gonna have to adjust.
I don't know. Who knows anymore? You know? Nothing is cast in stone until it goes to beta.
Exactly. And even then, they'll probably flesh it out more there too.
Well, you know, it's like I tell anybody who owns a Drake, like, enjoy your fun with it now, because once it becomes made out of cardboard, which it will become that, it will not be a useful ship. Unless you're good at, like, ambushing people.
Yeah, I don't know. Even CIG has said, like, during their little news things that they're like, yeah, people are giving Drake a bad rep. Yeah, we don't want him to be that armored, but they're not that. You know, people are like, man, people are going overboard with the cardboard shit.
Well,
Hey,
I mean,
watch
the
this,
problem
Drake.
is...
Look at this. Look at this right
the
here.
problem is you either listen to the people who
You can
created...
you can lower the cargo thing from right here. Right here, if you, like, interact with this window.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's
Cool.
really going to depend on if you listen to lore or if you listen to how the game is. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, there are people like me who have been following this game since before 2.0 came out, and the lore clearly states that Drake is an inferior product that was put together to sell in mass. Yeah, it's adjustable, easy to replace, but it is built very, very, very cheaply, is the lore behind it.
Yeah, and I agree. And I think sometimes what CIG says and what the lore says, they might have a couple discrepancies on some stuff. You know, not exactly the same. But, you know, again, it just depends. At the end of the day, like you said, we got to wait till this thing gets more fleshed out before we make decisions on everything.
I'm gonna head out. I'll catch you guys later.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, man.
Well,
I mean, to me, there's a reason why the military didn't pick it over the Freelancer.
Yeah.
The Freelancer.
Yeah, it's true.
Because the Freelancer has armor, and the Freelancer has shields, and the Drake ship has shields.
Yeah.
End of the statement. That's why the joke about cardboard. Yeah, it might be particle board, or it might even be like a thin layer of steel, but it's not plated. There's no armor on that ship, or there shouldn't be.
All right, I'm not getting the option to pull it.
I don't know. You know, you don't really know. Because right now, like, the Hornet feels a lot less sturdy than it's supposed to be.
Well, yeah, because the Hornet is mainly an armored fighter.
Right, but when they readjusted it with everything else, it doesn't feel like that anymore, like it used to. It used to be slower than everything else, but everything was tanky.
Right. Well, it's an Anvil ship, so it'll probably have, once armor is implemented, the Hornet's going to get a lot tougher.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, the Hornet is going to be one of the most sought after ships in game once armor is implemented is what I think.
Yep. The ship I fly the most.
Because it does have the firepower to back it up.
Well, it's more that it'll be hard to kill, like Vanguards. Really hard to kill.
Basically, like the Vanguards, it'll be a flying tank. Now, it is considered a medium fighter, not a light fighter, where like the Vanguard is a heavy fighter. But the Vanguard is going to be a real hard one to kill. The light fighters should have a hard time damaging a Vanguard.
Yes. Agreed.
Right, and that, I think, when the armor gets implemented is where you're really going to start to see the Drake crew start to scream because all of a sudden there won't be armor on the
right.
Drake.
Can you see if you can? Can you see if you're able to pull? Don't pull anything. Just see if you're able to.
Yeah, Gray Cat Rock. That's I've rented it, but oh no, I can't. Actions. There's nothing here.
I can't pull any of. I can't. So I can't even select any of my ships in the Lab.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
customize
backhand
them.
is down.
I can't put my helmet on.
It's back down.
Yeah, I've been trying to change
I'm
gear
looking
for
at
about
the
2 minutes now, so.
I'm looking at that thingy and they're still having major outages.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it re-download. I'm not gonna try to play.
I guess we could just kind of sit here and wait.
I'm still on that same server.
I'll just leave. I'll leave my ship hanging out there, and we'll just head over to the expo.
Sounds good.
I
mean, I think the ship is cool, man. I really do like the idea of it, and there's nothing really glaringly wrong with the Nomad. I think it's a great starting ship.
The only problem I have with Nomad is that the cargo is expensive.
Yeah, and I understand that,
right
and I thought that the shields would have encompassed that little truck bed area, like maybe like a tonneau cover in real life with the shields or something. But knowing that that's not the case, I'm kind of like, well, damn, I don't know.
That makes me real uneasy about it. I'd much rather have for about the same price Reliant Tana or Reliant Core, whatever it is.
Yeah, somebody was telling me the Reliant Tana is a really good ship.
It's the combat variant.
Just gonna smile.
Yeah, I was
no.
gonna say,
Who was it yesterday, Drac? Who was with us? They were telling me that their Tana was amazing.
Engines online. Launch complete. Landing gear up. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Dealing with the bathroom? Oh, you're amazing, honey.
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now off.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear down. Landing complete.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Weapons